Rethink your connection. Athlon Mobility Consultancy. With new trends, developments, and innovations constantly popping up in the world around us, businesses will have to become more flexible to meet people's mobility requirements. By 2020, 60% of the global population will live in megacities, and they'll expect that all their transportation needs will be met by one integrated mobility service. Cars will continue to become greener and smaller, even electric. And people will no longer own their own vehicles, but share them instead. Car allowances will disappear and will become mobility budgets. These changes will require new ways of working and a new mobility mindset. Already today, employees don't just want to get from A to B anymore. They want to feel connected with their colleagues and their customers. Employers want to meet this need with sustainable, flexible mobility solutions, and at the same time, keep company costs under control. Athlon Mobility Consultancy, a daughter of De Lage Landen, the leasing arm of the highest-rated privately owned bank in the world, Rabobank, can help you restructure your mobility policy. Our integrated approach analyzes your mobility needs and fleet resources from various perspectives based on 3 pillars: people, planet, profit. Our state-of-the-art mobility management tools and processes help provide tactical and strategic advice to answer tough questions like, how big is the carbon footprint of my fleet? How do we benchmark our policy against other companies in our industry? And how much do we spend annually on mobility? By looking at HR, IT, finance, procurement, and fleet or mobility management together, we'll sort out the facts and figures and help you make the most beneficial choices for your company's future. Sound and sustainable mobility advice starts with the basics. Athlon Mobility Consultancy has developed a lean and innovative 3-step process that offers insight into your organization's current mobility situation. We start with Step 1, a full mobility audit of your company. This scan will focus directly on your fleet, or in a broader sense, on your total mobility policy. What are the problem areas? Where can savings be made? We generate this input by mapping the different stakeholders' mobility requirements by means of online analysis, industry benchmarking, tools, and internal workshops. This picture brings us to Step 2, as it forms the basis to chart your existing mobility schemes and how they affect HR, IT, and your total cost of mobility, or TCM. And above all, it allows us to recommend how it can be done cheaper and better. And rest assured, this advice leaves no stone untouched and really makes you think outside the box by looking at different innovative solutions, like car sharing or implementing a mobility card throughout your organization. Many organizations associate TCM with only their leasing contracts, but TCM is much more than that. Any costs associated with your company's mobility is an integral part of the TCM. And as a result, a comprehensive mobility policy contains many components, like supplier contracts, claim forms, or parking receipts, just to name a few. But how do you properly register and manage them all? Step 3 of the process allows you to do just that. MOMAS, our unique cloud web app, can take care of it all. It lets you register and manage all your mobility and even equipment agreements online in an orderly manner in one place, making your finance department overjoyed and allowing procurement to streamline supplier processes and to review compliancy on contractually agreed conditions. Fully integrated with your internal applications and with a 100% data accuracy, it also manages the mobility or car budgets given to employees, thus taking the load off HR. This way, MOMAS allows you to focus on the employee instead of the contracts, and it's a proven success. Already today, MOMAS is managing over 40,000 mobility contracts across Europe. By implementing our innovative 3-step consultancy process, real cost savings are created. To give you an idea, we've generated, on average, a savings between 5 and 10% on our customers' total mobility spend. With our unique tools and processes, Athlon Mobility Consultancy can offer you coordinated, independent, and sustainable mobility and fleet management advice, so you can make the right mobility choices for the future. Maybe it's time for you to rethink your connection.